So, player number 8 of 10 that I would replace this summer is Cech. We know that he's leaving for nothing at the end of the season. He's retiring. A little bit too early for me, I think. I think he could still go and do another season elsewhere. I don't think he's Arsenal quality anymore. I don't think he was of Chelsea quality when we signed him, to be honest with you. I think he was on the decline then. And for Arsenal, he hasn't really been on the level that he was when he was probably the best keeper in the world when he was at Chelsea for most of his time there. But I don't necessarily blame him. I think that the defenders we've had in front of him have been absolute clowns most of the time. And they expose him and they leave him wide open for goals to be tapped in. Headers don't get cleared. We've all seen it over the last few seasons. Don't need to ramble on about it. But for me, I think that a goalkeeper with that much experience should be able to maybe manage a game out a little bit better, talk to his defenders. And I know he does do that. I know he screams and he shouts and he talks and he rants. Maybe they're just not good enough, I don't know. But in terms of professionalism, the guy is the model pro. He is an absolute top guy. He trains properly. Everyone who speaks about him at the club says he's like a lovely fella. You can see when he does videos, he always hands out shirts to kids and stuff like that, or his gloves and stuff. And fair play to him, you know, he gets it. He gets what it means to be a footballer and he gives something back to the fans. But I think it is obviously time to replace him now. He is retiring. And I've come up with 3 replacements that I would go for. Not quite sure what you guys would do, but before I get into them, don't forget to go and check out my last video, which was who is your player of the season. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already. And don't forget as well, later on this evening, I'll be dropping player number 9 that I would replace. So there's quite a bit of content today. So stick a thumbs up on the video, subscribe and put the bell on. And let's get into the 3 that I would pick. Player number 1, I would pick Sergio Rico. He is currently a Sevilla goalkeeper that is on loan at Fulham. As far as I'm aware, he hasn't signed with anybody else. I know one of the players that I picked the other day had already signed for somebody else. I didn't know that when I done my homework on him. Obviously, I didn't do my homework properly. But Sergio Rico's been in Fulham's goal for most of this season. He's played 22 games this season. Unfortunately, he has only kept 2 clean sheets because they're worse in defence than we are. And that's why they're going to get relegated, unfortunately. Nice little ground, Fulham. Nice little club. And yeah, he plays for Fulham. Good goalkeeper, in my opinion. He's young. I think that he's only 25 years old. He's a free signing in the summer. And like I said, unless he's already signed for somebody, which I am not sure about. But he's a free signing. If he's a free signing and he's 25 and he's got Premier League experience now, I think this is the one that I would definitely be looking at because he's already in London as well. So it's local. And he's come from Sevilla, which Unai Emery has a connection with. So for me, this is a no-brainer. And like I said, he's free. So from what I've seen of him this season, he's probably been Fulham's one of their better players anyway, if not their best player. The amount of saves he makes is just unbelievable because, like I said, they can't defend. His distribution's not too bad. He's a good shot stopper. And yeah, he's quite calm in the box in terms of catching corners when they're whipped in and stuff like that. And he ticks all the boxes for me. So let me know what you guys think about that one. And obviously, if he has signed for somebody else, let me know as well. Player number 2 that I would pick is a guy who plays for Lazio. He's their current goalkeeper. His name, I'm going to butcher this, is Thomas Strakosha. He is an Albanian national and he is Lazio's current goalkeeper. He's doing all right over there in Lazio. He's got a contract until 2022 and he is currently 24 years old. So again, another young one. Obviously, goalkeepers nowadays can go on forever. So it wouldn't surprise me one little bit if this guy and the other ones that I list go on for another 10 years. But you need a decent number 2 goalkeeper. And with Cech going, I'm not quite convinced that we've got that. I know we've got the lad out on loan at Reading, but for me, that ain't good enough. That's, you know, Championship is probably about where he's at, to be fair to him. Although he has done well when he's played for Arsenal, but I think that if we want to compete, you know, let's say Leno gets injured, we can't really risk putting him in goal, can we? So for me, we've got to go out there and go and buy another goalkeeper. And this guy ticks all the boxes as well. This guy is 6'4", so he's quite tall, which is handy for a goalkeeper. He's played over 80 games as well. For somebody of 24 years old, he's played over 80 league games for Lazio. And I know they're not the greatest team in Italy. I know they're not ripping up any trees or anything like that. But he's doing all right. He's not doing too bad. And again, I haven't seen a great deal of this guy. I don't really watch Italian football, but from people I speak to that have watched Italian football for years, they say that this guy is quite a good goalkeeper. A little bit iffy every now and again on a cross, but it's a no-brainer. It's maybe a 25 million pound signing. Yes, I know we could probably look to cover other areas of the pitch, but we need a second goalkeeper, because the way Emery's working this is we have a goalkeeper for Europa League, we have a goalkeeper for Premier League. So if we're going to go with that again next season and we want to progress far, we need a decent number 2. And for me, this guy, again, like I said, ticks all the boxes. Very good goalkeeper, very young, and got bags of potential. And it's not even that expensive, to be honest with you. Like I said, it'd be about 20-25 million pounds. So, like I said, that's a no-brainer. Player number 3, the last player that I'm going to pick, is a guy, I'll probably butcher this geezer's name. I have no idea how you pronounce this guy's first name. It's spelled P-A-U. So I'm assuming that's Peu. Peu. I have no idea. And yeah, Lopez is his surname. He is currently the Real Betis goalkeeper. And he's having a decent season. He's having a really good season out there. He's played 26 games in the league this season. He's kept 9 clean sheets. That's pretty impressive, to be fair, because Real Betis ain't exactly the best team in the league, are they? And to keep 9 clean sheets, that's 1 in 3. That is 1 in 3 for a team like Betis. I know they're doing well this season, but they're not, like I said, they're not a Barcelona or a Madrid or an Atletico, are they? So for him to have kept that many clean sheets is testament to him, but not only him, his defence as well. But again, this guy is 6'2", under contract till 2023. So this one, he's under contract for quite a while. But I do watch La Liga, as I've stated on here before, and I've seen him a few times this season. I haven't watched all of the Betis games that have been on TV, I must admit, but I have seen him play this season, and he's always looked quite good to me. He's always looked decent. He's very vocal. He's always talking to his defenders. Again, another one whose distribution's not too bad at all. It's not too bad. It's pretty decent, to be fair. That's doing him a disservice. He's quite calm. He catches crosses. He runs out of his box. He's like a sweeper keeper. So yeah, he's another one that's a good goalkeeper, and he's up and coming. He's young. He's 24 years old, and all 3 of them that I've listed have got bags of potential, and all 3 of them are going to be cheap. In fact, one of them's free. So this goalkeeper, I'd say he'd be in the region of about, I don't know, 25-30 million pounds. Maybe that's undervaluing him. He's probably the better one out of the 3 of them. But who knows? We'll see what happens in the summer. Let's see if we even go for a goalkeeper. I know we bought one last summer, but I know he's done well. He was cheap as well, to be fair. So if we can go and get another one of Leno's quality, we then have 2 quality goalkeepers, and that will only make us better going forward into next season. So let me know what you guys think. What goalkeepers would you guys pick? Is there anyone out there that I've not listed that you would list? Is there anyone that you think that, you know, deserves a shout? You know, Premier League, any other league? Leave it all in the comment section down there and let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts on Petr Cech. I'll give his score for Arsenal. I'm going to be quite kind to Petr Cech because I think he's had clueless defenders in front of him for years. So I'm going to give Petr Cech out of 10. I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think he's been great, but I don't think he's been bad. And I'd say that more times he gets exposed because of our shocking defensive play than his actual errors. Very rarely makes any errors, to be honest with you. So I'll give him a 6 out of 10 for his Arsenal career. Let me know what you guys would give him. Would you give him more or less? How do you rate his Arsenal career? And do you put any blame on him for not really hitting the heights? I know obviously he's getting on a bit, but he hasn't hit the heights that he did at Chelsea, like I said previously. But is that his fault or is that our defending? You know, you let me know. Let me know. Leave it all down there. Stick a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, turn the bell on as well. I'll be dropping another video, which will be Mohamed El Neni, player number 9. And that'll be at 9 o'clock tonight. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And until then, I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.